how do I create a decentralized computation method and environment that can apply the same decentralized computation assumptions that secure the blocks and the transactions to this data validation, right? How do I properly transfer data from less secure off-chain systems into these more secure, more tamper-proof on-chain systems while maintaining two key properties, both the security and the kind of almost the validity of the data that's triggering the contract, as well as ease of use. So essentially flexibility and the ability to actually apply what was built to create a smart contract. And what we actually see is that in different stages of the process, there are some key considerations. So one key consideration is, what is my data quality? What is my data source? Can my data source be manipulated? If I use a single exchange API for a thinly traded market, and that thinly traded market then gets manipulated, I architected a faulty product that doesn't even require people to know how to code. It just requires enough money to manipulate the data source, right? So there are fundamental issues around how do I define data quality? How do I assess the proper interaction between data sources and my immutable, irreversible, extremely difficult to refund and fix smart contract, right? Because the trigger now owns that contract. It controls it. The next stage of key considerations would be proofs of what came from a certain origin. That's proving that data did indeed come from a certain specific TLS session or server or API. You have data delivery and validation. That's the job of the Oracle network, is to both provide a reliable blockchain abstraction layer that delivers the data, but also to serve in validating the reality outside of a blockchain to a sufficiently high degree that it can trigger a smart contract. So it's not just about, I want to transport data. In many cases, it's about, I want to prove that the external world to the blockchain is in a certain state. And proving that state requires not just data delivery, but validation, often from multiple sources.